Funerals serve two vital functions: to honor the dead and to console the living. COVID-19 is disrupting both.
It's really devastating. We wanted really to be there with her because we don't want her to be alone.
This is Teresa McCarrick, Mama Terry to her family. Like thousands of others this week, she died alone of pneumonia. Her children and grandchildren unable to give her one last hug because of strict social distancing.
Wanted to be with Mama Terry. It was really hard because we never got to say goodbye to her.
Mama Terry's funeral, sparsely attended as well. Only 10 family members were allowed to pay their final respects. They all had to wear masks and sit in separate pews.
It's really so hard. That was the only time we saw her.
And across the country, the bodies keep coming.
We'd love to pick up Grandma now and have her on my roof where I could watch her, but I don't have the accommodation to get her right now.
Pat Marmo's funeral home in Brooklyn is already at capacity.
I'm going to say that at least 60% of them in this room are COVID patients.
Same goes for just about every funeral parlor in Brooklyn.
It's really insane. This is not how any firm generally operates, and it's kind of exhausting. Today we had to turn off our phones because we really can't handle any more phone calls.
Kendall Lindsay has been forced to turn dozens of families away. In all her years, she's never seen it like this.
9/11 was bad. It really was bad, but it wasn't like this. Every funeral director we're talking to, they all have expressed how crazy it is.
Being a body collector during the Black Death has long been thought of as one of the most thankless jobs in human history. Modern funeral directors now have new empathy for them.
It's not easy out here. You know, I'm going to be in this car now for the next anywhere between 8 and 12 hours today.
Their work, like that of the healthcare workers, involves significant risks.
I'm treating everybody today that they have the virus. I have to.
The sheer numbers, especially this week in New York, have robbed death of its rituals. Cultural values, another casualty to coronavirus.
This virus took religion out of the equation. My poor families, the Christian families can't go to churches. The Muslim families can't go to mosque. The Jewish families can't go to the temple. They can't have people gather.
In Brooklyn, where COVID-19 has ravaged the Orthodox Jewish community, many Hasidic Jews defied stay-at-home orders to mourn a prominent rabbi, drawing this rebuke from the governor.
I understand religious gatherings. I understand the Orthodox community, Jewish Orthodox community. I'm very close to them, and I have been for many, many years. But now is not the time for large religious gatherings.
The family of a man known as the Dean of the Civil Rights Movement, Joseph Lowry, was also recently forced to host a much smaller funeral than they ever envisioned. Instead of a public gathering, just a small, private ceremony. COVID-19 has changed the way we honor veterans, too, in small but significant ways. A new addition to the uniform for all the participants. As of Monday, masks are required, even at Arlington National Cemetery. In Lexington, Kentucky, Army veteran Robert Coleman's family set up an iPad to stream his funeral.
We didn't want to put risk to my kids, so I'll let them see the live stream and say a prayer with them and be what it is for the moment, you know.
John Coleman says he didn't mind the empty chairs. The immediate family was all there, including his mom.
I wasn't upset that couldn't have a ton of people here. It was my dad wouldn't have cared anyway. It was more or less the immediate that was here, and we were all able to make it, so that made it a little easier.
Honoring the dead and comforting the living, a vital service. Now, more than ever, we're all of us struggling to find closure.